Today, it's time for a main team update here in NHL 23. It's been a while since I showed off my main squad. A lot of Red Wings have taken over. It's time for you guys to check it out. We'll go through all my stats and everything else that you might want to see. Now, first up, I am in Division 1, and a lot of people ask how I get to Division 1. I don't know. I don't consider myself very good at the game, but I am in D1, so hey, let's go. Now, these are the rewards for Division 1, so if I end up in Platinum, I get 2 Ultimate Packs, 2 Elite Packs. Gold is just 2 Jumbo Elite Player Packs and 2 Elite Packs. Now, that's basically just as good as 2 Ultimate Packs, so I get to play less games, and I only get, well, I get the same amount of players, so it doesn't really make a difference to me. So I'll be aiming for gold for Rivals and still aiming for 11 wins in Champs every week. After 11 wins, I probably won't keep playing. I just don't see a point. Now, here's the squad. There are some big upgrades and some updates, so we'll go through them individually. And first off, we have Mario Lemieux, who's been around before Christmas. I've had this card for 600 games. I've played 600 games since Christmas. That's a lot. But hey, he's getting the job done. I did not like Lemieux last year in the game for whatever reason. I love this card this year. So Mario Lemieux, he will be on the team for a long time, even though he didn't play for the Wings, and I do transition into an all-Wings team by the end of the year. We're only about 6 months in. We still have 6 months to go, so lots of time to transition to an all-Wings team. My center is Connor McDavid, the Team of the Season edition. I mean, how could you not have Connor McDavid on your squad? I've had his Team of the Year since it came out, and then I had his X Factor before that, so I turned his X Factor into the Team of the Year, which I turned into the Team of the Season, and yeah, he's probably the best card in the game. And then their winger, I have my captain, Dylan Larkin. Very happy with this card, actually. He's over a point per game for me on the first line, only at 94 overall, but if he can get a couple more upgrades and really upgrade all of the rest of his stats, like his shot, I'd be very happy with it. But I mean, I love this card. He's so fast, and just, he's my favorite player. I gotta have him. Line 2, we have Nathan McKinnon's Team of the Season. Pretty good card. Not as good as, I mean, I felt like I liked his Team of the Year a lot more, but I've already traded that in, so here we are with his Team of the Season. Still a good card. The center there is Sidney Crosby. I'm going to have a hard time getting rid of Sidney Crosby off my team, I can tell you right now. Whether it was his X Factor, who I absolutely loved because of his gold beauty backhand. He has silver beauty backhand, not as good, but it's still effective. And Crosby, just in general, is such a phenomenal card. I can never get rid of Crosby, and it's going to be really hard. He'll probably be the last card I get rid of before I end up changing to an all-Wings team. And the winger there, of course, is Mike Modano, the brand new Stanley Cup card from last week, who did play for the Detroit Red Wings, although it was very short. He is a former Red Wing. He wore the winged wheel, and he is going to be on the all-Wings team. So I know he's not like a Red Wings legend, but hey, he did make the squad, so I got to have him. Line 3, we've got Marco Kasper's Team of the Season. I got him March 23rd. I played 169 games with him. It's a lot of games. It's a lot of squad battles in there. I wanted to finish a couple of objectives, so that would be the reason. But Marco Kasper is absolutely awesome. I love this card, and I can't wait for him to get higher upgraded. Like, if this card right here had all of his stats except for, like, 97 speed and excel, best card in the game for me. And that's definitely me just being biased. The center there is Stevie Y, my favorite player of all time. Of course, he's going to be on the team. I'm hoping he gets, like, a Stanley Cup card or something from, like, 97. That would be great. Or 98, I think he won it. Whatever. I know he won the Conn Smythe at some point, but I would love for Yzerman to get a higher upgraded card that I could just get rid of this icon and stop upgrading him myself and just have a card at, like, 96 that has really good skating or something. You know what I mean? I don't want to keep going for these power-up collectibles. And the winger there is Anthony Mantha, another former wing. I have a signed jersey above me here from Mantha. Big fan of Mantha. Didn't want to see him go. Then we got Vrana. How did that work out? Well, it didn't really work out for either team. What a weird trade that was. Regardless, Mantha, great card. Probably not going to get rid of him at any point. And my fourth line, we have Matt Barzal, who will be gone soon. I have transitioned him to the fourth line, so I'll have a bunch of power-up collectibles that I can use on Yzerman and a couple other cards on the team in the future, but I need another wing to come out that is buildable. As soon as that comes out, Barzal is gone. My center here is Tyler Seguin. Again, another card that played for the Wings. However, 99 faceoffs and he's got good speed. I've got to have him on the fourth line. Nice to have that safety net, right? Maybe my first and second line are tired and I need to win a faceoff. Seguin comes out there, 99 draws, usually gets the job done. And on the wing, we have Todd Bertuzzi. I really like Bertuzzi. I could have upgraded him to a 95 at this point. I don't know if I will. I don't know what to do with Bertuzzi. Like, I know the team builders are going to come out eventually and whatnot, and do I want to get rid of Todd Bertuzzi? I don't know. So there's my forward group, and one thing you'll notice is that they're all untradeable, and I always only use untradeable cards. That's just something I've always done and will continue to do. I like to have coins for videos, make different videos doing packs and whatnot, so hopefully in the future, more Wings cards come out that are buildable, maybe like an Elmer Soderblom or Sebastian Cossa for goalie. I wouldn't mind seeing a Cider card. There's a lot of cards that could be done. Maybe a Lucas Raymond, that'd be pretty cool. And now for the defense, starting with Nicklas Lidstrom. My favorite defenseman in the game by far. If you don't have a Nick Lidstrom, go out and get one. You will not be disappointed. Yes, he's only 6'1", but he is a great skater. His stick checking is ridiculous, and I couldn't be happier with this card. This is my favorite defenseman in the game by far. Next up, we have Cale Makar, the Team of the Season edition. Again, I had his X Factor, traded him for the Team of the Season, or Team of the Year, and then now his Team of the Season. He's good. It's Cale Makar. He's only 5'11", so a short front pair here for my defense, but he's pretty good, and he's got good strength, body checking with synergies and whatnot, so can't really complain with that. Second pair, we have Mark Stahl, the former Red Wing, so he'll be around for a long time, of course, and actually, he's got really good stats. Like, he's a lot better skater than he probably should be. His shot's solid, so very happy with this one. And on the right side, we have Moritz Seider, who didn't get past 93, which is an absolute shame. But of course, I have Seider. I'm going to use him. It's a shame that he didn't score a couple more goals. It would have been great. Even one more goal would have been huge for this card, but just didn't happen. And a third D pair, Simon Edvinsson, the future big-time defenseman for Detroit. Played some games in Detroit this season. Looked pretty solid some games. Took a lot of penalties. I am very hopeful for this guy, though, and his card's really good. I mean, he's 6'6". You got to expect his stick checking is going to be ridiculous, and it is. And on the right side, we have Dougie Hamilton's Team of the Season. Not a former Wing, but I have his card. I might as well use him until I can find myself another Red Wing to add to the squad. In net, we are rocking. It's going to be Jake Ottinger. Now, I do have Sebastian Cossa. He's terrible. I mean, all goalies are terrible, but that Cossa is absolutely brutal. So hopefully a new Cossa comes out and I can try him out. But for now, I'm using Jake Ottinger. No, I do not suggest getting him. I don't suggest ever getting a goalie. Just use whoever. I really don't think it matters. For synergies, we're rocking Spark, Gladiator, Wingman, Buzzing, Thief, Booming Shot, Bombarded, Heart and Soul, Magician, Distributor, Protector, Applesauce. We don't have Well-Rounded or Light the Lamp. Maybe in a couple weeks we'll be able to get them, but a lot of synergies on this squad. In terms of abilities, we have Connor McDavid with Unstoppable Force, Close Quarters, and Shrug It Off. Larkin has Close Quarters, No Contest, and Born Leader. Born Leader I am loving lately, because I can have my first line out there for like half the game. If I can get Larkin just to score one goal, I can just refresh my squad. It's so nice. Cale Makar has No Contest, Truculence, and Stick 'em Up. Crosby has Unstoppable Force, Beauty Backhand, and I had one, so I might as well put on Skilled Up, even though odds of me scoring the Michigan are very slim. Lidstrom has Quick Pick and Stick 'em Up. Stahl has Stick 'em Up and Truculence. McKinnon with Unstoppable Force. Madonna has Close Quarters. Edvinsson with Stick 'em Up. Marco Kasper has No Contest. Yzerman has No Contest. Ottinger has Contortionist. Dougie has Stick 'em Up. And Mario Lemieux has All Alone. We also have Todd Bertuzzi with Bouncer, apparently. So I have a lot of abilities on. Only 4 players on my team without an ability. That's wild. So my record so far in this game, I've played about 1,200 games. It's a lot. A lot of games. One thing to remember, though, it is my job to play this game. I don't expect people who don't play this game for a living to have that many games played. That being said, in Rivals, when you see their Rivals record, I have seen people with over 3,000 games, and I just don't know how you have the time for that. Now, hopefully, in the future, we do get some more Red Wings. A Cider would be huge. Like a buildable Cider instead of the Fantasy one would be great. The Fantasy one's not a great card, but I gotta have Cider on my squad. A new goalie like Cossa, maybe even a Husso, I'd be happy. And then give me like an Elmer Soderblom and a Lucas Raymond, and let me really fill out my lineup here, because I'm very excited to have an all-Wings team. I just don't know how I'm going to get rid of that Crosby, man. I've had Crosby since day one, and I don't ever want to get rid of him. I love that card. Regardless, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and let me know down below what you think of my squad here in NHL 23. This is my main team. My other one's my free-to-play squad, and they're both pretty comparable, honestly. Like, I have really good cards on both that I wish I had on the other. Like the Tim Stützle on my free-to-play team, I wish I had on this one. But either way, I'm going to try and transition to an all-Wings team soon. So EA, give me some more Wings cards, will ya? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Stay frosty.